Heard in the D. So glad to be here. I'm your girl, Simona Lisa, the comedian, and we have Dr. No.
Dr. No. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen?
It is really so good to be here on a time where the Lions are on the up up.
Oh, yeah.
They are headed to the NFC Championship game.
Woo, woo.
We took care of Tampa Bay.
Yes, sir.
And now we're on to the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole lot of intertwining going on with this series right here, man, to just make it really, really juicy. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But go ahead, young lady.
Yeah, now here we playing in San Francisco. We're not playing here in Detroit. Even though I done heard people say they don't care where the Super Bowl is, they are watching it here in Detroit because Detroit, y'all turn up. I done seen so many people with Lions from head to toe. It is ridiculous. Y'all done replaced Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, all them people. All I see now is Lions from head to toe. I saw a woman, she had on the hat, the shirt. She didn't even have a Detroit Lions chain made. I know they don't sell them nowhere.
Yeah.
And she had on the whole shebang, but I want y'all to be careful now. We're going to tell y'all why in a minute. Go ahead.
But, gentlemen, if your girl going out there getting lined up, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because, like my co-host just said, you got Gucci, you got Lucci, Bialucci, and you got all this Fendi and Bendy and everything else. The Lions gear is a lot cheaper.
A whole lot.
That's a whole lot cheaper.
A whole lot cheaper.
So, and it's in season.
We are in season right now, and I'm proud of y'all Lions for helping to put Detroit. Well, Detroit stay on the map, but a lot of times it's for negative stuff. So to have something positive, and we the reason this positive win that we have going on, this winning streak, is the reason why we're in a lot of different cities and states' mouths. All I can do is say kudos to y'all. That is an amazing thing. And, we couldn't be prouder to be Detroit right now. We couldn't be prouder to be in Michigan.
You know what's so amazing more than that? When they was 0-16, they still was selling out. They were still, the Lion fans.
Like I said,
Lion fans is just...
Before the tickets was a lot cheaper. $55. I was yelling at them. I was right there. But now $5,500. And, I'm in the nosebleed.
Lion fans are the best fans in the world, man.
I've always been. Even when we were losing. I've always been a Detroit Lions fan.
Well, if you can lose and make money, man, you betting 100. If you can lose and still make money and still get your fan base in there packing the house, that's a win-win.
I agree.
But winning bring more revenue anyway. But people wants to they want to jump on board. Yeah. I heard nationwide. Everybody wants Detroit to win.
It's about time. They've been rooting for the underdog for so long. They ready to see, all their prayers come into. Because I've been praying.
Right,
I've been praying for the Lions, since my early 20s now.
Yeah.
I'm in my early 40s, so it's been a long journey.
And then Ford has they've been sponsoring a lot of other teams in the NFL. Just if you look at the Dallas news conferences and stuff like that, you get people like, I want to say Jaguars. It's about maybe 3 or 4 teams that, if you look when they do their press conference, you'll see like a medical, and then you'll see Ford. You know what I'm saying? So because they got a car company, so they still, but it's their time. It's their time.
Now I want y'all to be careful because I want to say it's a pillar store because it's a mom and pop store. The D Spot, located at 17625 West McNichols. A lot of you may know this shop. Uncle Wood D. He was hit by the NFL police. Just by everybody. The feds, like your mama, anybody who could be looking for somebody was looking for him, and they got him.
Yeah, they're looking for a lot of people that that's selling that stuff.
All because he was trying to get in on the official NFL gear.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. They looking for everybody that's what they consider knockoffs. That's why the NFL police involved. I would imagine because they got the barcodes. They know that little thing they got on the side of the merchandise, that little hologram.
Yeah, the official. Yeah, that makes it official. Let you know that it's official.
You can copy that. But they got ways where they can go in and put a light on it or something and see that it's the real deal. But you can copy anything, I guess, nowadays.
But my thing is, as long as he wasn't putting it off as it being official, and as long as he didn't have the official seal, like anybody knows, you can go on the NFL website to get the official gear. So they did not want official. You can't be mad because somebody wants a knockoff. And I just don't think that was enough to warrant 3 $100,000 fines. I'm sorry, $1,000 fines. He had 3 $1,000 fines, and they seized a lot of his property.
Oh, wow. Well, you got this website, I don't know if it's still around or not, called Alibaba. You ever heard of it? It's a website, I think it's in China or something like that. Man, you go on there and order anything, unofficial, official, whatever. They send it to you. You get products out there, and this, ain't nobody mess with you, I guess, You order stuff from over there. It's a website called Alibaba. I know it used to be up, but I don't know if it's up anymore, but, because I do know they, you can order stuff from there, and they ship it right here to a good old America.
Now, I knew it was a fine. It's a fine to sell things and portray it as official. So now, I mean, if you didn't know, now you do know. It is also a crime to sell things that are knockoffs, even though you're selling them as knockoffs. If you don't have a license to sell Detroit gear, you might want to start having a sale. I don't know, get rid of it.
Well, that's Simona. That's no different than people selling knockoff Rolexes. That's no different than people selling knockoff
bootleg
coaches,
bootleg DVDs.
I'm talking about the stuff that's supposed to be expensive. Louis Vuitton, they get they selling knockoffs of this kind of stuff. They go get them from New York or wherever they get them from or whatever, and they sell knockoffs. And they don't you don't know what you get unless you know somebody that exactly know how to look for that stuff.
And what's crazy is I can't remember for years. Detroit Lions gear and apparel has been being sold here in Detroit for years. But now that we're winning,
it's gonna be different.
Hey, they on you like you out here moving keys of coke or heroin or something. They out to get you. Okay.
It's gonna be a little different.
I understand. They want to make sure the NFL getting every dollar they deserve, and I'm not mad at them. The boys out there playing.
And we're gonna congratulate them, man, because they putting that grit in, they putting that blue collar work in, and our conference is called the Black and Blue Conference anyway. With Green Bay, Minnesota, and Chicago. We the hard working. The Black and Blue division is what they call us. So I'm glad for them guys, man, and hopefully what's the funny part is it's gonna seem funny if they keep it up, because we're not used to it. You got Philadelphia, they're used to winning. They're used to winning. Green Bay was used to winning. You know what I mean? For us to get used to winning, we was content on losing,
weren't we?
We was content on losing, packing the stadiums and all that kind of stuff. Now we winning. Ooh, man, it's gonna be a whole different thing, man. And I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him.
Okay,
so that's great.
So I know we've been speaking a bit about Jim Harbaugh.
But you know what? That segment before we get out of that segment, what I wanted to tell you is that San Francisco 49ers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess who used to coach the San Francisco 49ers and coached them in the Super Bowl against his brother?
Who?
Jim Harbaugh. How will you like that?
I like that segue
Ain't
a lot better.
Ain't that something? You see how that all rolled in?
I do see.
With old Harbaugh, you got Michigan, man. Whoop, 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 Harbaugh. And now you got the Lions going to San Francisco, where Harbaugh coached them to the Super Bowl against his brother. The only ones to do that.
The sad part is he is no longer going to be at the University of Michigan.
No, he's not. But he went in there and did what he had to do. And on the last show,
he don't owe us nothing.
No, he did it. He did what he was supposed to do.
He ate and left no crumbs, as the youngsters say.
No. And at the last show, we was talking about him going or whatever. I always thought he was gonna go. I predicted he was gonna go, but yeah. And he ain't got no more fish to fry, in college.
Yeah.
So
and a 5-year deal at $150 million. Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Well, you can't beat that with a stick. He would have got that. He would have got that if he wanted to. If he would have stayed in Michigan, but it would be some strings attached to it because it was a little cloud. But he just got blown out of there. He did what he needed to do. And congratulations, man, to the new coach at Michigan. Sharon is I'm not too familiar with him.
Okay.
But I know he did a good job when Jim Harbaugh, was suspended, and he deserved it. And
now, didn't you predict somebody else would be the coach? Who did you think they would put?
No, I thought that that young man would be the coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that young man would be the coach. Because did a phenomenal job. Yeah, he did a phenomenal job, and congratulations to him, man. And I'm so happy for him, because, and then it's the first time, not that it really matters, that African American coach, man, is going to be taking over that situation, which is he got a good opportunity, and hopefully,
he bring us another win.
Yeah, and
keep the streak going,
and he can steer these young men in the right direction, and be a nice role model for the community, that would be very important to see where he came from to get that position. To step in there and do that because he came up through the ranks. It's be a role model for a lot of the young brothers, man, coming up to see that you can actually do, and achieve things, when you do it the right way. And he did it the right way. He didn't try to bug Jim Harbaugh. He did it the right way. He got his opportunity. He proved himself, and he got rewarded. Kudos.
I agree.
Kudos.
I'm very happy that he's leaving Michigan in good hands with Sharon Moore. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, now where is he going exactly?
To my understanding, that he got a contract with the Los Angeles Chargers out there, and I guess he's familiar with that area because I'm not I don't know too much about the geographics or nothing like that, but I'm quite sure San Francisco is out there in California somewhere. So it's obvious that he's familiar with the area, and they need guidance, they need help. And he's a quarterback coach, so they got a good young quarterback out there, in Justin Herbert. So, hopefully he's gonna win a Super Bowl with them. I really believe he's going to win a Super Bowl with them, and because he got a 5-year deal. And I think he's gonna do good because he's a good coach, and he's good with young men. He's good with people the grown men. He's good with the college. So I think he's gonna do pretty good. But he did us right when he was here. So that's the main thing. And he did San Francisco good when he was there. He got him to the Super Bowl. So I think he's gonna go. Jim Harbaugh and his family, man.
Los Angeles Chargers, y'all are lucky to have him.
That's right. Yeah. So,
and I'm glad we're in good hands with the coach that we have.
Go Jim Harbaugh. We're not gonna be really rooting for the Chargers, and
No, because I believe the Lions gonna stay.
Yeah.
We're gonna stay Super Bowl status and above and beyond, and we getting rings.
Yeah.
All of Michigan getting rings this year.
I'd like to see them play the Chargers at one point if it's come down to a Harbaugh, come back to the city and all that kind of stuff. And what's interesting though? You got I was watching a lot of the the Michigan, and I was watching the Lions, and you got a reporter. He's a sportscaster. His name Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico. This brother been in the game. I mean, he do golf, he do tennis. Mike Tirico, man, they put Mike Tirico on assignments all over the place, man. But this particular time, Mike Tirico, I guess he wanted to do the Lions, and they finally got to a point where he was able to do the Lions, and he did a very good job, and he was there when Michigan won the championship also. To make a long story short, is what I'm saying in reference with Mike Tirico. Mike Tirico, he put his he put everything into. He's a great sportscaster, and and he got a very good nod from the network because they wanted to send him somewhere else because his specialties is golf and all this other kind of stuff. But Mike Tirico really wanted that Lions game because he lives and his family lives in Ann Arbor. Mm. So he was finally able to be home, for those 3-4 weeks, without traveling and all that. And he did the big game and all that kind of stuff. And he went home to his family and got in his own bed, So a lot of the other people like Chris Collinworth and a lot of other people that he do sportscasting with, they, went to his house and did all that kind of stuff too, because, they got stay at a hotel, let's go to Mike's house, and I thought that was a beautiful story. I mean, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I just thought that was really cool, man, because he's a Michigan man, he live in Ann Arbor, where Michigan Wolverines had the parade, and he got a chance to see all that just being at home, and then do the Lions coverage, being at home. He just got in his car, went home, and it's beautiful, man. Now, I don't know, but definitely he's probably not going to be doing the San Francisco game. He's probably going to be in Liverpool doing the golf or whatever like that. But he got a chance, man, to to do his thing, man. And he great at it. So I enjoyed him, So that was just a little sidekick, man.
Okay, so y'all know we got to talk about what's going on in the D, and we love to just look at what y'all looking at on social media. Okay, so y'all know we love to talk about what's going on in the D, and we get a lot of our top subjects from social media and videos that we've seen. Now, I want to just label this episode "Buses Gone Wild." No, so a Detroit bus driver decided that they bus could somehow turn into a boat. Watch this.
Yeah, absolutely. We're told that they're going to be okay, so that's the good news. But definitely just a very surreal scene. Look, I'm stepping out of the way. My photographer, Coulter Mitchell, showing you this flooded roadway and that bus. Pretty much it's abandoned right now. There's one cop car, we're told, on the other side of the road waiting for the tow truck to get here. All the emergency crews and firefighters, police and fire, gone by the time we got here. But basically, I mean, this picture tells the story, right? So we've always seen the flooded roadways. We're always telling people do not drive through them because we don't know how deep the water is until it's too late.
So now they done tried to take the kids on a little canoe ride through the puddle of water, which all that screams is improper training of the employee and improper vetting from the employment agency. Because where did y'all get him from? Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift? What was he thinking with them babies in that bus? He like, the wheels on the bus gonna paddle across the water. What was he thinking? What do you think about that?
I man, you know what? I can make it. Let me bag the bus up. I'll put this sucker in gear, and if I can get, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong now. If I can get it at least up to 70 miles per hour, shit. I plowed through that water like a biscuit and plowed through some gravy. I tell you right now, the kids, they better hang on. You better hang on. Because I'm going to drive through that. I'm going.
That's clearly how
you want to get home to your mama? You want to get home to your daddy? I'm trying to get home to mine. The water will flood. I pop that sea like Moses potted the doggone Red Sea. Hang on, baby.
Now, clearly, I mean, I don't even know if you can put this in the training.
Ain't no training.
But you gotta let them know the bus can't swim.
Ain't no training. How you gonna be a bus driver? You go to school to be a bus driver, train, and they say it's a flood there. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna drive through that with all my might.
They gotta let you know that the bus can't swim.
It was,
and you gotta know what foot of water the bus can swim in, because that was too many. It was too many. You got stranded. Had all them babies traumatized. Some of them gonna have PTSD messing with you, bus driver.
Yeah, I think he might have got a clue when the fire department had to
come help rescue
the babies, and he was wondering why he had water up to his waist. It was ridiculous.
Now these bus drivers go through a lot with these children. Which brings us to our next episode of Bus Drivers Going Wild. But in this situation, the bus driver got wild.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what happened, but it was it was it wasn't good for the bus driver. I don't know what he did, what he said, or how he looked, or anything, but it wasn't good.
Now, I know I said in my last statement that a lot of times we don't get to see the full video. Social media does not show us all of the before and the after. We just see the viral incident. But I can't imagine, like I even tried to say maybe he called him the N-word. I can't imagine what would have this child so enraged that he would go up against this figure of authority the way that he did.
He probably was one of the ringleaders, of the kids that, and they probably dared him to do it.
That's what I was thinking. It seemed like a dare.
They probably, and then what I understand is this right here. And I'm looking at that and going back, and Dr. No used to be a teacher's aide back in the day. Dr. No used to be a teacher's aide. And I used to ride on those buses with the bus drivers, drop the kids off and pick the kids up. Now, I had a spoon like yay big, and it wasn't wooden. It was a regular spoon, You can't do that nowadays, people, kids and stuff like that, but one rap on right here, right here. Ooh, sit down.
Yeah, that boy looked like he is definitely
sit
lacking
down.
some discipline.
Sit down.
He's definitely lacking some discipline because that don't even look like that was his first time approaching an adult in that manner. It seemed like he do it all the time. Like he just be knocking grown-ups out left and right.
But I think he needed
baby Mike Tyson.
He needed a stern parent on these
stung like
he needed a stern
he
parent.
Was floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee.
He stank like a bean. You need a stern parent on those buses, man, with those kids that know those kids and be like, man, now you know better than that. Sit your butt down. Don't make me have to come back there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I used to ride that bus. That was my job, is to make sure those kids, don't be too wild and don't be too rowdy. But it's a whole different thing now. Kids can divorce their parents now.
Oh, they've been doing that.
But I'm just saying, now when I was a teacher's aide, so it's a whole lot different now. But they do need stern discipline on that.
I have my own trauma with buses because I have my own viral video where my daughter was left on a bus last year, right before Christmas break. So it was cold outside because you heard me say Christmas break.
Right.
So she fell asleep on the bus. The bus driver didn't do a sweep because so often the kids just get off the bus. They only really check for the preschoolers in the front and the kindergartners. So my daughter's in the fifth. Last year she was in the 4th grade, and she fell asleep on the bus. I go to the school. Just so happened, luck would have it, I had to be there because my other daughter left something at home, so I had to take that to her. And as I pull up to go take it in there, I hear, "Mama." So I'm like, no, that cannot be my child because she in the class. Nope. She calls me again. I'm scanning the parking lot, and I see her little head poking out the bus.
Wow.
So it's a lot going on with these bus drivers. They need to make sure who they're hiring is equipped for the job, for one. And yeah, they do need some additional security. Maybe the parents can take turns volunteering. I mean, there's a lot of kids that ride that bus. One day out of the week ain't gonna hurt nobody.
And that's
maybe
true.
Twice a month.
What, Simona? It could have went different too. You know what I'm saying? I joke about a lot of things, but there's some serious things that could come out of that too. That bus driver, you little young man, get up and put his hands on a bus driver. That thing could have went a whole lot different because that bus driver could have hurt him really bad, and then it would have been a whole nother situation. So I applaud the bus driver for keeping his peace and keeping his cool. You know what I mean? Because that's something, man.
Yeah.
So
now, since we're on the subject of children, I got something that I want to ask Dr. No and our viewers. So my daughter just presented this to me here recently because her birthday's next month and we're planning for her 12th birthday party. So she says, Mom, can my friend come? I said, yeah, your friends are invited. Just give me the list. So it's a boy's name. So I say, Maya, he cannot come. She says he identifies as his pronouns are she. So now there's a whole nother subject. She shows me his social media and yeah, he does not like girls. So now in 2024, like I never even thought I would have this dilemma or this issue because I don't want to come across as, I don't know, like I'm not adjusting to times, but is that what we're doing now? Like if they identify as a girl, are we allowing that young girl to coexist? Now it's a hotel birthday party with other little girls. You get what I'm saying? Did I explain that good enough? My daughter wants to invite her friend who is in the LGBT community to her birthday party. And I haven't given her an answer yet. Only because, now let me tell you the real reason. I think I'm a little impartial, I guess, to my son. Because if he wanted to invite his female friend that was a stud, I wouldn't mind. Because if her parents that understands that she identifies as a him is okay with them being around a group of boys at a birthday party, of course I'm going to be supervising it. But if that parent is okay with that, then that's on that parent.
To be perfectly honest with you, my thoughts on that whole thing is, let people do what they do. Let people be what they want to be, or what or who they think they want to be. You know, that's not our call. You know, as long as we live in our lives to what we think is the best thing for our children and the best thing for us, we can impede on other people things, what they believe or what they want to identify with, or all that kind of stuff. You know, I'm not pressing on you. Don't press on me. You know, so you know I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one because
he gonna say all that to say I'm
gonna plead the fifth on that one because you know that because that's a slippery slope because you might have a black person that you might say, oh, he think he white, or you might have a white person say, oh, they think they black.
You know what I'm saying? That don't bother me anymore.
But still, it's a choice. You know what? Hey, man. Hey, I can't. You know what? I'll tell you right now. It's an old saying out there. To each his reach. If I don't cop, it ain't man to have. So, you know, I don't know what to say about that, but hey, do your thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know what I decide on the next show. Cause I'm torn, but I do want to read some good comments. I want some great advice because I really do not know what to do. I'm an overthinker as well, so I was like thinking of everything full circle. Like, what if he wants her? What if they want her to come to their party? I'm gonna say no. I already know that. Like if it's a sleepover, because they have both. They have boys and girls that they call friends. So I wouldn't even know how that would go. Like, but I wouldn't want my daughter in that situation. She's only 12. Like maybe if she was older, that would be one thing. But my whole view on children and their sexuality is null and void, only because I don't believe they should be having sex. So why should I have an opinion one way or another about a sexuality?
It's taboo.
Pretty much.
It's taboo.
Yeah, sexualities are for people having sex.
But whatever decision you make, whatever decision you make, you can't feel condemned about it because you're doing the best for your children. Like anybody else gonna do what they think best for their children. You know, you might have somebody that feel that's okay. You might have somebody that feel it's not okay. But for you, you can't feel guilty or nothing like that because you made the decision. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of things that's going on in this world right now, man. That's that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
But I think more so I should have some experience, some prior experience, because that would be my thing.
How you gonna get it?
Exactly. That would be my thing as a parent. If you haven't had any prior experience with a child that's going through these different types of emotions, like I would want to know your views. I would want to know, if you are equipped to handle how sensitive my child may be. And I believe that I am equipped as far as that is concerned. But like I said, my views on the whole situation is, and I know I'm joking talking about sexuality or for people who having sex, but no, honestly, I believe children should be free to behave how they want without labeling who they want to be in a relationship with. Like, why are we even talking about that? And they haven't even reached puberty yet. So I don't like to talk about boyfriends and girlfriends, who like who you prefer, I will respect pronouns, but as far as everything else, it's just be a kid. If you're a boy that want to fake like you cooking or do hair or play with dolls, that's fine. My brother played with my dolls with me for forever. Still had a girlfriend. Both my brothers got girlfriends, got women. Don't even think about the same sex, but they was helping me. They was playing with Barbie and Ken all the time. So I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. Dr. No lets me know that he pleads the fifth.
Yeah, but my sister,
he made a long story longer and let me know he pleaded the fifth.
Yeah.
So I will let y'all know. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm leaning more towards saying no, only because I feel like I would be obligated to inform the other parents, and this child may not, or this family may not be ready for me to share this information with all the other parents, but that's the only thing that would explain why I have this person there. So I don't know, it's a lot. So we'll have to definitely sit down and talk about it. It's something that needs to start being discussed because it's a thing now in 2024. It may have been a thing sooner, it's just a thing now for me. So yeah, help us sister out.
Yeah, it's been a thing for a long time, because I've actually went through it, but you learn and you get through it, and everybody just got to be them.
But I can understand how, because I'm a very empathetic person, so I can understand how this can be hard for children in that situation.
It's hard,
and that's the only reason why I feel like they should not have to identify right now. Only because it does hinder and it does put a discomfort or awkwardness on these situations, because even for my daughter's friends who are bisexual or who like other young girls, I don't even understand it. Her female friends are like, young ladies, but she can't go to their sleepovers, because at this point, that's why I'm like, y'all shouldn't have to identify at this point, because at the point in time that you're identifying, you're putting yourself in a position to say I'm having sex, pretty much, or I'm pursuing this sex or that sex. So that's why children waiting to identify until they're actually old enough to be an adult, they shouldn't have to make that adult decision. I understand feeling like this or feeling like that. I understand, that's beautiful, but you don't have to make that full movement until you're actually old enough to act on what you're talking about. You can dress them however you want to dress, be whoever you want to be, like Dr. No said, be whoever you want to be, but just wait. You still a kid. Just be a kid.
Be a kid.
Yeah. So what we always do here on Heard in the D, we talk about food. I love to eat. So right now we got Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles. They are on 19345
Hey,
Livernois.
wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Why is all the school buses yellow? Should they be red or something like that?
Why?
I don't know, because you pull up when you. It just hit in my mind. When you driving down the street and you see a yellow school bus, you be like, "What the? Yeah." Now if it was a red school bus, you know what that means? Stop, kids, this, that, it. But yellow.
Maybe to make you happy, you know, red is a murder color, a dark color, the color of blood.
Could be. Could be. I don't
So
know.
they want to keep it positive and bright
Okay.
and sunny with the yellow.
That's a good idea, but I just thought of it. I was like, why it gotta be yellow? You know, and this is what I say.
I like yellow.
You're on the yellow school bus. You know, sometimes that means.
Yeah, I question if I should have been on one. I don't think my parents got me tested like they should have. And I often question if I'm even supposed to be responsible for myself. But we're going to leave that to another subject.
Yeah, that was just thought. That just that just clicked in my
I should
head.
have been on the bus.
Yeah, it just clicked in my
I should
head.
be getting a check right now.
Yeah,
But look, I'm out here working.
Yeah.
Trying to survive, take care of myself. When somebody know they were supposed to be taking care of me, and I'm supposed to be sitting somewhere with a helmet on eating Jello. But we gonna move on. Let me just. Okay, we're gonna move on to the
Move on. Yeah.
Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffle. They are just like Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in California. They giving that same vibe. I have been to the establishment before. Now I'm not gonna tell you it looks like Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle because it does not. I have been to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle in California.
Yeah,
But food is hitting. It's hitting. Detroit style though. You know anything Detroit do is Detroit. So it ain't no Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in California now. It's Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles in Detroit on Livernois.
Roscoe's about played out anyway.
I wouldn't say that. It was a little dangerous because I cannot lie. Anytime I've ever gone to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, I was afraid.
Man, shit, we went to Kentucky, man, to see.
I'm not playing.
We went to Kentucky to go down to the Ark of the Covenant down there in Kentucky. It was wonderful though. That's gonna be on another segment. It was wonderful. The Ark, you know, the replica of the Ark, Noah's Ark, it was wonderful. But we went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Man, shoot, we thought we went to Roscoe's about to get held up at any moment now, you know, and we was like, is this Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle? Let's pass that
I
up.
can't even remember the name of the rapper that recently, the last rapper that was murdered there.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. I forgot his name. Yeah, he was going in there chained up with all that stuff in there and all that kind of stuff.
And I'm sorry, we're older. I know I look, I know I look kind of young. Dr. No look kind of young yourself. But yeah, we older, so we don't know all the new school rappers.
No.
Our knowledge of raps ends at Tupac and Biggie. No, I'm just playing. But yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. I was like, this Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. I went over the subway, man. You know, it was like, man, shoot, I'm not going to Roscoe Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah, I hope they done cleaned it up and got some security. I don't know what you need, but yeah, it's not
I would hope so.
Yeah, it's not a family friendly, loving environment. It's not Cheers. It's not the place you go where everybody
You know
knows
what's
your
missing,
name,
man?
and they're always glad you came.
You know what's missing? Love for your fellow man.
That's what you want to talk about on Dr. No's segment?
You know what? Something like that. But
Let's
you
hear
know,
it.
it's missing, man. You know, it's really missing. Love for your love for your fellow man is missing. You know, we need to bring that back. Love for your fellow man.
Thank y'all. I didn't want to leave that unanswered, but the rapper's name was PNB Rock.
Okay, PNB Rock.
Our
yeah,
producers let us know
yeah.
because we are not trying to be insensitive
Yeah,
here.
PNB
That was
Rock,
sad.
Yeah. Rest in peace, PNB Rock. Yeah, but yeah. Roscoe's. Because it went to the Roscoe's.
You say the love is missing.
The love is missing, man. You know, and it was, with each other, man. You know, it used to be a time, man, where when somebody asks you for something, you be like, okay, man, you need some gas, I go get you a gas can. You'll give you a couple $, or something like that. But nowadays, you don't know what's going on with people. you don't want to help them no more.
And I love to
You
see. I love to see on social media where they do those. I want to say pranks, but they're really not pranks. They'll ask just a random person.
When they have that money.
Yeah, they ask a random person. You know, can I have $5 for some diapers or $2? I'm short. I need some gas or some diapers or some food. And that person will say no. A few of them, no, no, no. And then the one person that says yes, be somebody you least expected. They giving their last $2.
Yep.
And next thing you know, here you come with $600, $700, $800, couple $1,000.
Yeah.
And I said I want to do that this year, so we're going to see where my finances are at this summer because I'm not trying to stand out there in the winter. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if the price of chicken wings go down, I'm on y'all, Detroit. I'm on y'all, Detroit City, and you're going to see where I'm going to be on Heard and the D. So don't say I don't know where you are. If you watch this show, you will know where I'm going to be. But I think I want to start with have you seen the one where the guy wear the sign and he taped the money on there and he say take what you need?
No, I ain't see that one.
I love it, but I'm gonna need some security because they might try to take me.
They might.
But anyway, no. But he puts the triangle board thing. It's like tied front and back, and he just tapes all different types of denominations. And he says, take what you need. And most people come and they put money on there for other people to take.
Oh, you know that's beautiful, man. They ain't come to take the no. When you do your comedy shows, man, I want to come see you do comedy, but I want you to show me, you know, because right now I don't perform nowhere, but I call myself a comedian.
You want me to show you the ropes?
Because some of my best friends are jokes.
I know how you feel.
So I want to get out there, do a little something. You was talking about people, it was a comedian, Robin Harris. We was talking about Robin Harris, and he was like, people be like, man, Butterman, could you give me $2.50 for a sandwich? And then Robin Harris like, show me the sandwich. He was hilarious.
Like he was gonna buy the sandwich for $2.50.
He asked. He said, "Give me $2.50 for a sandwich." And Mom was like, "Okay, well, what a sandwich at? I give you $2.50." He was hilarious. He was funny.
Yes, he was.
God rest his soul, he was funny, man. But he set the bar, man. But that's another sad thing, man. Not going off on a tangent, but we just sitting here being family. On a serious note, there's a lot of things going on out here, man, in this world, and different changes and things that's going on overseas, and things like that. You got to be aware of everything that's going on because it's not good what's going on right now. You got people they're starving. You got people homeless. And we're sending money all over the world. We're not keeping money here in this own country, but we got homeless people. We got people starving and all this kind of stuff. But my thing is, you gotta love each other, man. Love is everything. And I say that because we all not perfect. We all got things we deal with. We got idiosyncrasies. We got all kind of stuff that we deal with. But to be genuinely love for another person, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. And I think God will love that, But I want to say a little parable here that I think is going to be okay. And this man, he goes to the doctor, and the doctor say, man, you know what? Everything look good. You look good, and everything is wonderful. But what we found out is that you're going to need a brain. And the guy said, what? He said, yeah, you're going to need a brain. He said, wow, that's crazy. I feel wonderful. He said, well, it's going to be okay, man. This technology we got nowadays. I'm going to have a list here. Check off. Any brain you want, we got. You want to be a doctor? You want to be a lawyer? You want to be black? You want to be white? You want to be a golfer? What do you want to be? We got brains for everything. He said, you know what? Let me think about that. So he goes home, talk to his wife about it or whatever, He comes back about 3 days later and tell the doctor, you know what, Doc? I know exactly the brain I want. I want the brain of a racist. I want the brain of somebody that don't like to cut up somebody's skin, their religion, or their beliefs, or this kind of stuff. I want the brain of a racist. I think that'll suit me because I did some research and I think that's gonna suit me well. And the doctor said, "Man, what the hell you want the brain of a racist for?" And the guy looked at the doctor and said, "You know what, doc? Because I'm quite sure that damn brain ain't never been used before.
Brand new.
Stinking brand new."
You are silly.
Peace.
Peace. This is your girl Simona Lisa with Dr. No. We are signing off. It's been great kicking it with you guys.
Good night.
Good night.